Now Jones. And his first look is incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 89 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they're doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Jones on 3rd and 2. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he goes out right around the 39. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Prescott now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. 3 yards the gain there, second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, here's Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. An update from Buffalo. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Here's Jones. On 1st and 10. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 2nd and 2. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Jones now. Throwing on 1st down. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram, 12 catches, 105 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Jones throw here taken in by Ingram. And out of bounds. fields on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 39. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. His throw is going to be incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Prescott. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards that end.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. of the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jones on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Cameron Wake, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Prescott throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott.
That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guy.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Cameron Wake in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Jones.
He's got Slayton on the slant.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And the return will stop right around the 25. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go to Elliott again. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Elliott.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing again on second down. Jones, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Giants on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some more.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. looking to throw. Jones. Leaping, and he makes the grab. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Jones now on first down to Shepard, complete over the middle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. To throw again on second down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all after.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin? Most times, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.